Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. All right, Hawks fans, Happy New Year. Welcome to, I believe, the first tilt of the new year, 2026. Here we are, January 10th. You're looking live at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. Today, the Hawks are going to take on the Lafayette locomotive, not plural, just the locomotive. Hawks are grouping around the net and should get started here shortly for this 4 p.m. league tilt. The Hawks got a busy January coming up. They leave for Chicago this coming Friday for an MLK Day tournament, and then a very quick turnaround to Port Huron, Michigan, to the Silver Stick International Single A tournament starting the following Thursday. They'll actually be traveling back on Monday and leaving on Wednesday, and some people are even staying in between. So it's going to be a busy few weeks of hockey. Nice, restful holiday, so no excuses. No rest for the weary here, but should be nice and fresh today. I don't know if we've seen Lafayette this year. I don't recall if we have. Forgive me if we have. I don't recall it, but Ethan Lafayette, of course, will be between the pipes. Number one in the net and number one in our hearts. We're going to start out with a line of Lang, Bussman, and Varley. Back on defense, Pope and Carroll. Lang takes the draw. The Hawks come away with it. Pope flips it up to Bussman. Bussman in the middle to Varley. Gets tied up into the corner. Varley behind the net. Up to Pope at the point. Pope flips it back to Varley. Uses his body. Tough angle there. We're here at the Ice Ranch, so we'll do our best on these weird angles. Backdoor pass in the net. Man, that was a quick one. Looks like the pass, I think, was from, forgive me, Varley or Lang, across the face of the goalie, and Bussman taps it in for the 1-0 lead. 25 seconds into this one. So you're going to have the same 5 Hawks on the ice. Lang taking the draw, wins it again. Carroll has it. Some good skating to escape. Nice bank pass to Varley. Enters into the Lafayette zone. Goes behind the net. And squirts out in the neutral zone where Varley has it. Now Pope gets it up to Bussman. Bussman enters the zone. He's got Lang on the backside. Bussman, Varley, shoots it. No rebound, frozen. So we're going to get some new Hawks here. You got Carlson and Kane on the ice as your D-men. And then Stack. Dodge and Stromberg are the forwards. Dodge is going to take the drop. Offensive zone drop. He pushes it forward. Dodge retrieves it. Looking in the middle, scanning, turn for the quick shot. Loose puck rebound. Then covered up by the locomotive goalie. Stack with the quick shot. Goalie blocked it. Loose puck bounces over the goalie's shoulder, but squirts behind him on the rebound shot there. On the rebound shot by Stromberg. Lafayette enters the zone. Ethan cleans that up and does not give up a rebound. Nice job in the net. So it looks like we'll have Blom and Peterson onto the ice as your blue liners. You still got Stack, Stromberg, and Dodge. Lafayette wins the faceoff. 1-0 early in this one. Loose puck, dangerous area, quick shot. it hit somebody or somebody's stick up high, and luckily ricocheted away, but a great cross-ice pass to Stromberg. Stromberg's got dodge in the middle. He takes the slap shot. Kick saved away by the goalie. Dodge gets it around the net. Quick shot from close range by Stack, but the goalie saves that one, and now there was some post-play activity, and the ref immediately grabs Stromberg and is taking him to the box. So that's going to put the Hawks on the penalty kill. 12 minutes to go in this first period, so that's going to move us all the way back to the defensive zone. I guess some post-play excitement there. It looked like a shove that was just a little bit too late from what I gather. Hawks are on the minute-and-a-half kill. You got Deep and Vossenkemper along with Blom and I think Peterson are the four. Lafayette, quick shot. Ethan saves it with no rebound. Hawks come away with it. Deep's got some speed. A little bit of a one-on-one here. Let's see if he can beat the man. He gets it deep, though, which is good on the kill. He gets around the man. He's going in front of the net. Quick shot goes through the goal. Shorty! Mr. Deep with the shorty, making it 2-0 Hawks. We're just a couple minutes into this one, already up 2-0. Still on the penalty kill. Pope and Carroll onto the ice at defense. Good back check by Vossenkemper. Good skating by Deep. Initially escaped. Nice play by Carroll. But a turnover, gets close to the net, but Lefebvre cleans it up, no rebound. So we're going to have the same, actually we're going to change forwards. It would appear we had 37 seconds left on the penalty kill. Again, we had a shorthanded goal on this kill, but still on the kill nonetheless. Vossenkemper, Pope, Carroll, and Seyfried. I guess Seyfried came onto the ice. Took the draw. Lafayette wins it. Seyfried in the corner. Pope pushes it back the other way. Up to Vossenkemper. Quick shot by Lafayette, blocked by Carroll with his stick. Lafayette in the middle. Seyfried has it. Flips it out of the zone. Great play. 6 seconds left on the penalty. Penalty kill for the Hawks. Nice play by Carroll, and we are even strength. Here comes Seyfried. He's got Varley in the middle. Vossenkemper behind him. Backdoor pass to Varley. Goalie's able to knock it a little bit wide into the corner. We got some new Hawks on the ice now. You got Kane and Busman back on defense, it would appear. Back to Busman. Busman up to Seyfried. Good pass. Nice job staying on sides there. It's actually Carlson and Kane, I think, are the D-men, but Carlson had slipped forward. Busman slipped back. Kane goes around our net. Nice pass to Lang. Lang's got some speed. Great attempt for Busman, but actually it was and would have been, even if the pass was completed, offsides. Yeah, just grab me. So we'll do a neutral zone face-off. Lang's got the drop. Lafayette dumps it in. Kane behind the net. He reverses. Nice skating. Flips it up to Busman. Busman flips it to Lang. Lang gets it out of his zone. Nice play. Hard to see at this angle. I'm going to lean forward. Hopefully I don't fall onto the ice. Kane. Nice pass by Kane to Lang. Lang's got Varley. Backside Busman in the middle, but the Lafayette player knocks it away. That's a hit into the boards, but no call. Nice pass to Carlson. Carlson's going to fire it. He got all of it, but just a bit outside. Kane down low. Into the middle looking for Carlson. Carlson, quick shot, and it's in the net. I think that was Lang to Carlson, and Carlson buries it. 3-0 Hawks. Blom and Peterson are your defenders. Dodge, Stack, and Stromberg are the forwards. Peterson, Stromberg. Stromberg gets it in deep. Going to the opposite corner. Stack's there. Nice pass down low. Back to Stromberg. Stromberg tries the wraparound. Loose puck in front of the net. Lafayette gets it out. Blom's going to go back to get it, although it's coming right to Ethan. Ethan knocks it in the corner. Nice play. Peterson fighting for the puck there. Lafayette tries the pass, but Blom knocks it away. Slapper from the point does not get all the way through. Dodge throws it. Bank style to Stack. Bottom of your screen. Stack's got Dodge on the back door. He's taking his time, tries the cross goalie pass. Goalie knocks it away. Dodge. Stack. The Lafayette player with the white helmet. Lafayette dumps it in. Comes around the horn. Nice handling by Stromberg. Stack is able to get it out of the zone. It does not get out of the zone. Blom finally gets it out. Dodge. 3-0 is our score. I believe we did play Lafayette earlier in the season. I was told by our statistician that the score was 9-2 Hawks. Pope is on the ice. She was there right below me is Stack. The other defender is Peterson. Then you got Deep as a forward. Two of the forwards. Carroll actually comes on at the other defender spot with Pope. And then the forwards, after they change, are Seyfried, Vossen-Kemper, and Deep. Seyfried pushes it in deep. Lafayette knocks it away. Deep throws it around the horn. Carroll comes up to get it. Good job by Seyfried dropping back to his spot, and Pope dropping back further to prevent. So Pope has it back in the zone. She gets a pass up to Vossen-Kemper. Nice pass. Cross-ice pass for Carroll. Ends up getting there because the Lafayette player misses it. Carroll into the zone. He's looking, scanning. Lafayette knocks it away. And here comes the locomotive. And they fall down and shoot it from the blue line 20 feet to the left. Carroll, good job retrieving that puck. He throws around the horn. Opposite corner, Pope's going to be there. She's got Deep up the board. Nice bank pass. Deep gets it out of the zone. Seyfried, good skating with a Lafayette player there on the stop. Carlson comes on for Pope. Carroll still out there. Locomotive slip again. Not quite sure what's going on in that part of the ice. It does not look wet at all. Hawks win the faceoff there. Kane with a nice pass over to Carlson. Carlson joins the rush. Rebound. Carlson was going for that one after the shot by Busman. Varley shoots it wide. So you got Bussman, Varley, and Seyfried. But back on defense, you got Carlson. Lafayette with a little bit of advance. Kane also with Carlson. Nice job getting back. So Varley, Lang, and Bussman. Varley gets it up to Bussman. Great pass. Bussman enters the zone. He's got Lang hustling at the net. Gets it to Lang. Lang almost was able to pull the trigger, but not quite. Had it on his backhand and couldn't quite pull the trigger quick enough, but a good pass. Blom is on that defense with Kane. I think we're mid-change, so we're going to complete the change here. So Blom and Peterson are the defenders. Dodge, Stack, Stromberg are the forwards. We're at even strength, 4:40 to go in the first period. Lafayette to Peterson at the point. Peterson at the point. He's going to take it himself. Lafayette stops the advance, and they get it into the neutral zone. Lafayette gets it in deep. Peterson's going to go back to get it. And that is out of the zone. Should slow down enough to not be icing. So a nice play. Did they call icing? They called it icing. Actually, no, they're calling a penalty on Lafayette, number 97. The big fella might have been behind our net. I think there was a collision. I don't think he intended to hit somebody. I think he kind of stumbled. But either way, that puts the Hawks on the King Soopers power play. King Soopers renew their sponsorship for 2026, 50 cents off your next grocery visit if the Hawks score. On defense, you got Pope at the point. She throws it down low. Dodge is there. Backdoor pass looking for Stack. Incomplete. Here comes Lafayette. So Pope and Carroll are your defenders. That one's behind the net. Carroll is going to get there. Stromberg, Dodge, and Stack. Again, King Soopers power play. Pass for Stack is a little hot to handle. Squirts back into the Lafayette zone. We got 57 seconds left on this King Soopers power play. Apologies to our sponsors. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go in this first period. 3-0. Hopefully the scoreboard's on the screen for you. Carroll around the horn. It actually hit something on the boards and did not go all the way around. Carroll to Stromberg. Stromberg's entering the zone. He's going to fire from the blue line. Gets it on net. Good low hard shot. Goalie freezes it. So 29 seconds left on the power play. And 2:52 remaining in this first period. Kane and Carlson are your blue liners. Seyfried takes the drop. He's got Deep and Vossenkemper as his forwards. Into the middle, turnover. Vossenkemper has it, trying to get it to Seyfried, not able to get there, but bounces to the Hawks. Good skating by Kane. Kane reverses it, loses the puck, and that's a goal for Lafayette on the play there. That's going to make it 3-1 Hawks. With the shorthanded goal, we got two shorthanded goals in this game, one for the Hawks and one for the Locomotive. So the Hawks, sorry about that muting there. The Hawks are in the zone here. We got a minute 44 left in this first period. 3-1. Deep's on the puck. And that bounces back into the zone. Kane's going to retrieve it. Vossenkemper, bottom of your screen, you probably can't see. He bumps it into the neutral zone. And it's going to be offsides. So we'll do a neutral zone face-off here. Hawks win the face-off. Blom gets it over to Peterson, up to Varley. Varley's got it laying in the middle. Busman on the backside. Backside pass to Busman. He's going to fire it. Wide angle, goes behind the net. I'm good. Peterson. And here come the locomotive. That's a hit from behind. Good physical play by Lang, but they're going to call that a peewee. So they're going to put Braden Lang in the box. 47 seconds left in this first period. That's going to put the Hawks on the penalty kill for all of it, plus another 40 or so seconds in the second period. So on the ice, you got Varley and Busman and Blom and Lafayette. Had 6 players on the ice. Other defender is Peterson. Varley, he's got some space. It might end up being an icing, though. I think it will. So they're going to bring it back. If that had been a little bit slower, it could have been some excitement there. Varley almost is able to tip it to himself and have a breakaway. 30 seconds left in this period. Peterson with it. Nice pass up to Busman. Again, the Hawks are on the kill. You can't really tell. Nice pass over to Peterson. Peterson looking back door to Busman. They might call that icing. They are not calling it icing. Six seconds left in this one. Pope comes onto the ice. Varley with the puck. And that's going to be all she wrote for the first period. We'll be back after these messages. Hawks get started in the second period here. We still are on the kill, another 36 seconds. On the ice, you got Pope and Carroll back on defense. Pass to Stack, back of the net. Shorty, number 2 for the Hawks, 4-1. King Super's disappointed that we're scoring shorthanded goals instead of power play goals.
King Super's not getting their money worth.
No, after renewing their sponsorship for this season.
She's playing D?
Yeah.
She's left
She's D. Yep.
Raising a defense in your family, I like it.
I know. We got
one who's playing right.
so Pope and Carroll on defense, dodge and stack. We got 10 seconds left on this kill. Stack down low, dangerous pass into the middle to dodge. Great pass by Stack. He tries to get in the middle, not able to hold on to it. We're at even strength here with 13:08 to go. Carroll looking for Pope or dodge. Pope gets it and throws it back down around the horn behind the net. Stack knocks it away. He's got it. Throws the backdoor pass. Quick shot by Stromberg. Stack puts it in the net, but they blew the whistle. They blew the whistle, so that is not a goal. I don't know what the call is. Looks like they're going to call a penalty on the Locomotive as the Hawks change. Even strength, 4-1, 12:41 in the second. So we got Deep, Seyfried, Vossenkemper, Carlson, and Kane. Vossenkemper battling for it. Seyfried comes away with it. He's got Deep in front of the net. Deep got a stick on it on the hard pass from Seyfried, but it goes wide. But a great looking play to get a stick on that pass. Carlson's going to fire it, but not able to pull the trigger. Lafayette throws it forward. They're just going to ice it. They do call the icing. That'll bring it back into the offensive zone for the Hawks. Hawks win that one, and Seyfried took it down low, but Lafayette comes away with it. Can't get out of their own zone, though. The Hawks forecheck is crippling Seyfried, takes it away. He's looking, tries to go back door or under the goalie, in the front door, I guess. He gets to the point. Kane has it, he fires it. What a glove save by the Lafayette goalie. That was low and away and on net, and that goalie saw it through traffic. Hell of a grab. So again, we got 33 seconds left on this King Supers power play. We've got 2 shorthanded goals today. So no discounted grocery visits just yet, despite the new sponsorship by King Supers. Lang takes the drop. Busman down low. Round the horn. Again, the forecheck for the Hawks is suffocating, but wow, they're going to call a penalty. High sticking on the Hawks, negating the final 18 seconds of the power play. They're going to put Busman in the box. I thought they were calling a offsides too quick, but no, they call it a penalty, high sticking. Busman. So that's going to put the Hawks on the 4-on-4 even, and then the kill for 1 minute, 12 seconds. That is a tripping on Lafayette. The penalties are flowing left and right. So that's going to make this. We got a lot to talk through here. So there's 1 minute 26 seconds left on the Busman penalty, the Hawks being in the box, but there's 2 Lafayette players in the box, at least for another 9 seconds, and then there'll be even strength. So right now it is 4-on-3 Hawks. Lang, Peterson, Varley, and Blom. So now it is 4-on-4 for about another minute. There is about 5 seconds difference between the penalties, but effectively there will not be a power play. Lang reverses it, good skating, loose puck in front of the net. Varley puts it in the back of the net. Lang, Varley, 5-1 Hawks. Actually, no, it does not. Forgive me, they had 5, but they sent the player off. So it's still 4-on-4 for another 55 seconds. Blom, Peterson, Stromberg, Dodge are your 4. Stromberg to Dodge. Dodge into the zone. Shoots it. Just saved by the goalie, going backdoor and low. Good shot. Here comes the locomotive. Player with some speed. He's pushed wide. He drops it. Quick shot. Way behind Lafayette. Stromberg tips it to himself. It's a foot race to the puck, but Lafayette gets there just before. Peterson takes a hit there. No call, but might have just got tangled up. Dodge is offsides because he tried to tip it and got in the zone before the puck eventually got there. So 5-1 the score, 10 minutes to go in the second period. A few more seconds left on all these penalties and then we'll be back at even strength presumably. 4 seconds of a power play in here, but not much. So we are now up 1 player and now we are even strength. So Lafayette into the zone. Cross ice pass, good one to Stack. Stack's taking his time. It's kind of a 1-on-3. He might get that shot off. He does, but a stick pushes it high and wide. So Stromberg and Dodge are the other forwards. You got Pope and Carroll are your D-men. Dodge into the middle. He's got space. Great pass to Stack. Somehow the goalie stopped that one. And it's under the goalie, but the whistle was blown. No goal. This goalie is getting a workout today. So again, you're going to have Pope and Carroll as your blue liners, but some new forwards. Deep, Voss and Kemper, and Seyfried. Seyfried's going to take the drop here. Seyfried gets a turnover, quick shot. Goalie's able to close up the 5-hole. Point blank attempt there by Seyfried. Good save by the goalie. Seyfried wraps around and throws it easily into the back of the net. Seyfried, perhaps unassisted, had a couple of good shots, a really good shift, and lead on the shot, shoots it wide after the deflect. Rosenhuber tries to get it past into the middle, danger zone pass, but nobody's there. Some players collide there, no call. Off the ice is Seyfried, who gets it into the zone. Vossenkemper intercepts it. You got deep in front of the net. Voss up to Carroll. Carroll back to Voss. Seyfried comes up to get it. Pope tried to get it, but tangled up with the Lafayette player. And they're going to call a penalty. They're going to call a penalty on Pope. One of the softer calls of the day, sponsored by Charmin. The Lafayette player and her were exchanging a couple of bumps. Kind of a dumb call. But puts the Hawks on the kill, and they've scored 2 shorthanded goals today. So we'll see if they can do it again. We've got 7:50 to go in the second period. Hawks in their own zone. 1 minute, 30-second kill. And here we go. Runaway freight train on the locomotive is Varley. Varley gets it in the net. Third shorty of a day. Good hustle and speed by Varley to accelerate. The goalie got a piece of it initially, but not enough. And it looks like another breakaway for the Hawks. Busman into the middle, but loses a grip on it. Carlson comes in hard, and the Lafayette player, I think, hit his head pretty good. He's holding his head. I think it was the player's kind of legs got tied up, but the Lafayette player really slipped and fell backwards. A little bit of a clipping action by Carlson. I don't think at all it was intentional. It does not appear that the referees think that either, based on, I did not see a penalty called. But more importantly, hopefully the young man's okay on the ice. We got another 54 seconds on the Pope penalty, 7:13 to go in the second period. Let's hope that young man's all right. Lang's going to take the drop. He's got Busman, Kane, Carlson. Again, we're on the kill. Another 48 seconds. Busman's got it, looking for a streaking Lang. Hits him, but has to gather it. Takes him a minute. Again, the Hawks have 3 shorthanded goals today. They're shorthanded now. I wouldn't be surprised if they get another one. For whatever reason, Lafayette has been a little out of position when we are on the penalty kill. Good back checking. Carlson's able to gain control of it. Kane has it now behind our net. Up the ice looking for Busman. What is the call now? 3 seconds left on the Pope penalty. We're going to put 4 new players on the ice. Peterson, Blom are your defensemen. Stack and Dodge are your forwards. 6:22 to go. Clock's not running. Shouldn't do that, I guess, till the third period, but we can always hope. The penalty is over, and onto the ice comes Stromberg. Up to Stromberg, bottom of your screen. Stromberg looking for the cross ice pass, and it gets to Stack. Stack's got Dodge in the middle, not able to keep a hold of it. Dodge has it now down low. Looks for the pass in the middle. Dodge has it, shot. Loose puck goes behind the net. Dangerous pass to Dodge, and he puts it in dangerously, making it 8-1 on the goal by Dodge. I'm going to stop being so excited at goal. An all-you-can-eat buffet today for the Hawks. At this point, you want to see good defense, not a lot of dangerous chances at all, and good passing. That's about all you care about at this point. Defensive structure and some good passing. Because the Hawks certainly don't need any more goals to win this one. Really like to see him keep the Locomotive at this 1-goal mark. Play tough defense. We got 5 minutes left in the second period. Blom pushes the Locomotive player wide. He's looking at the middle, but nothing's there. Good setup by the Hawks, and a good stick by Stromberg, who takes it away, looking for the cross-ice pass, but whiffs on it, then gets it back. Nice pass into the zone, looking for Stack, just outside of his reach, but it's going to come to Dodge. Dodge has it. Back to Stack. Stack back down low. Great back and forth. To the point, to Blom. Blom takes the space. She's going to fire it. She hit the post. Great shot by Blom. Here comes the Locomotive. Dodge. Peterson with a physical play, and they're immediately going to call that penalty. Peterson's going to the box. These referees are not putting up with anything today. So he's going to put just Peterson in the box. Although there was a little bit of contact after the play. The referee lets that go, which I appreciate. So the Hawks will be on the penalty kill. 3 shorthanded goals. Can we make it 4? 8-1 to score. 4 minutes to go. Seyfried takes the drop, and it bounces over to deep. I believe that's deep. It is. So deep in Seyfried, Pope, and Carroll. Deep into the zone. Lafayette takes it away. Pope knocks it away. Seyfried has it. Seyfried chips it. We're in the neutral zone back and forth. Lafayette player slips. Deep's going to have it. He's got Seyfried in the middle. Good job by Lafayette preventing that pass coming to a wide open Seyfried, who probably would have had a point blank shot, a good chance of scoring. Lafayette gets it down to the corner. Pope is there. Around the horn to the Lafayette player. Here comes deep into the zone. He's got Seyfried back door. Great pass and a great shot and a great save. Still going. Goalie's rolling around. Gets it to Carroll at the point. Carroll, good job using his body. Seyfried. Bottom of the screen, Seyfried throws it back down low. Doesn't get too deep. Lafayette shoots it into our zone. Not icing. Pope retrieves it. Nice pass up to deep. Deep into the zone. And Lafayette takes it away. Kemper is under the ice. Still Carroll and Pope. Good stick by Kemper preventing that pass. And getting in to the danger area. Varley with it. Neutral zone battle. Carroll's going to go back to get this one. We got 2:16 to go in the second period. 8-1 to score. Going to come up to Varley. Varley looking backside. Annie hits him. Kemper. Loose puck. Lang puts it in the back of the net, making it 9-1 with 2 minutes to go in this one. Varley with it. He gets into the zone. Kane around the net, or behind the net. He's looking for that stretch pass, and he hits Varley. Varley's going to have a breakaway here. 1-0. Nice play by the defender to get on and affect that shot, and the goalie makes a save. Kick save. Great pass across to Busman. Doesn't quite get there, but Kane keeps it in, laying down low. Lang's got some forwards in the middle, but Lafayette comes away with it. Great back check by Lang. Busman backdoor. Varley in the middle. And they're going to call a trip on Lafayette. That's going to put the Hawks on the King Supers power play. So you got Lang and Busman, Varley back on defense, Carlson and Kane. Lang wins the draw. Varley into the middle. He's got some space. Good pass back door to Busman. Bounces over the stick. Busman gets into the middle, up to the point. Nice pass. Kane fires it, blocked by Lafayette. And Lafayette's just going to ice it. So with 49 seconds left in the second period and 1 minute left on the penalty, we're going to do it again. Stack was actually on that face-off. He throws it to Dodge. The other forward on the backside is Stromberg. Kane has it. He fires it, and the tip by Stack. Hard to get excited for the 10th goal, but that one was a beauty as Stack had the perfect deflection up behind the goalie, up into the upper part of the net on the hard shot pass from Kane. I love it. That was a really nice goal. That's going to make it 36 seconds left in the second period. Score's 10-1. Hopefully we'll have a running clock in the third. Dodge and Stack are on it. Hits the official. Blom and Peterson D-men. Stromberg. Nice stick. And they're going to call a penalty on the Lafayette player. Peterson's going to take it himself, but that's the end of the period. Peterson was about to shoot it, and the period went off, and he's frustrated, but it looks like it's going to be a penalty on Lafayette, putting us on the power play. Start of the third period, 14 minutes to go. I might take a breather for a minute on the audio. You're probably tired of listening to me. The score is 10-1, so never fear, I'll jump back on if needed. Again, I'm going to hold back on the commentary, but we'll keep the video and streaming going. Hopefully the scoreboard is still up, but it is 14-1, 7 minutes to go, running clock.